So, hi guys, it's SpaceNarwhal here, and today we're back in Whalville. You may have seen Welcome to Whalville that I uploaded a while ago, and I've since, well, I'm always working on this place. We're just going to show off some of the stuff that we've done. Streetlights, new streetlights all around. I haven't quite replaced all the old ones yet, but there's a lot of these nice new ones, which I think look better than the lump of glowstone on the end of fence. We've tidied up the barn. I tried to build a sorting machine, but the less said about that the better, I think. Not much has changed down this end of town at the minute. The first thing that you'll really notice is the clock tower. I can't stand public places that don't have clocks visible. I need to know what time it is. So I built this clock tower. Pretty simple, but it looks good. I've used double thick walls, which is not something I like doing, but I think it's worked out quite well here. It's pretty empty, there's just a ladder to go up to the top. Where there is a clock in the clock tower, because, well, that seems like a good idea. Then, well, next, the library has mysteriously moved across the road. It used to be over here. Now it isn't. That's because of this bridge. The old viaduct was big and ugly. It was small and ugly, and flat, and just ew. So, a friend and I designed and built this, which is a lot bigger and a lot less ugly. And I've extended the railway round the town. I'll take a ride on that later. There's a lot of nice little neat bridges that I've built on it. But next we've got the market. This is kind of spooky, because I was out in town one day and I saw this nice building that I like. And I thought, I'm just going to build that. But the real building is next door to the cathedral that cathedral is based on. So this was the only space there was in town, in Whalville, that I could use, and it's just weird that they turned out in the same relative positions as they are in real life. There's more streetlights. Let's just take a quick look at the market. Outdoor tables for eating. I really like the variations of the 3 different kinds of quartz. It gives a lot of depth without actually having depth. It's pretty basic, pretty empty inside. There's just these market stalls that don't have anyone in. No one ever comes to Whalville, so there's no point selling things. Upstairs it's just empty. And again, another clock tower, because I like clocks and clock towers. Now, next thing that you may have noticed. Sorry, just pause there to let the chunks load. You might have noticed this in the background of the other video, part 1. I just didn't come and see it. I had a go at the suspension bridge. The span is too short, really is, but it's functional, not pretty. It is quite pretty, really, but again, based on a real bridge. Bonus points if you know which one. I've left the redstone torches obvious here because they give a little bit of light. It's quite atmospheric. And now it's night time, so there'll be zombies and skeletons everywhere. Yay! Done a lot of terraforming here. There used to be a massive great hole there with trees that I've filled in and landscaped. That's now a park. So the whole of Whalville is actually a forest biome. Yeah, I've cut down 90% of the trees to build in, and with. But I've just left that little bit, that L shape between the viaduct and the theatre. This is a little bit of parkland. Now, because of the new viaduct, the old bridge across the bay, the old footbridge, I've had to move. So the road now goes round that way. We'll go and see that in a minute once we've been to the port. Whalville Port Authority. Again, a nice simple building. I like how the red stained clay and the quartz looks together. That works quite well. It's a view out over the ocean and the missing chunks in the ocean. Out onto the pier. There's a berth for a big boat and a little boat out here. And those chunks aren't loading. Great. You can see where the old bridge came across there. Right, next I built another terrace of these houses. It's exactly the same as the other one, just reversed. There was a big space and I needed something to put there. And the back-to-back terrace houses that, well, I used to live in one. It's a really distinctive style of building that I wanted to recreate, and, well, haven't, as it happens. That's my sheep farm. There are sheep in it. All the different colours of sheep. Anyway, this is now the main road round to the east. Oh great, that's annoying. The flying pig. Just force these chunks to load. Now, I built a bridge, because I like bridges. But then I realised that this one came first. And it was kind of in the wrong place. Points east instead of south. I wanted it to point south. But I built this and I was too pleased with it and just couldn't bring myself to knock it down, so I built another one. So now there are two. A little corral here. That's outside the protection of Whalville, so it's really useful for horse trading. Because although Whalville is a forest biome with no trees, this here is a plains biome with lots of trees, so horses spawn here, so you can tie them up when you go horse hunting. This here is a desert temple. I have recorded another video about this, which may or may not have already been uploaded by the time I do this one. So I'm not going to explore this now, it'll take too long. But again, another one of the pretty builds. I built this for a contest on another server. I just ended up dumping it here. I could do a bit more terraforming around it to hide the stone, but okay, what next? Okay, we're going to take a minecart ride. Yay. I am a big fan of long minecart routes. So, down this line, this goes about 2,000–3,000 blocks into the main settlement on the server. Another 4,000 or 5,000 blocks past that. But we're going to go to Cape Borealis now, which is a castle built by a friend of mine. It's just it's a nearer point to go to than walking or flying. Go to the railway station. This is the long tunnel I built from the mainland. Most of it has a glass roof, and quite a lot has glass sides, because it goes through the ocean rather than under it, which is neat. That's a plugin that I really love called PDX Track Router. Check it out. You should use that for all your minecart needs. We'll fly back along this route and take a look at the bridges later on the way back. This is the back of the cathedral, the back of a market, which is nice and bland. I really want to change some of these windows into stained glass once 1.7 comes out. Yeah, this railway is now more or less forming the boundary of the western side of Whalville. Although Whalville's actually on an island, which I didn't realise. So I've still got a lot of space, but I don't really want to expand too much. I'm just trying to fill in the gaps in the city first. Because like, just here there's still a big plot there, and a little plot on this side that need things in. As well as a lot of space down over there by the sheep farm. No. Get off the track, zombie! You're not a train! So this is what we're going to see. We're going to come and take a look at the lighthouse and the ships. On the old server that I played on, my friend Borealis, it's his castle, he built a ship, a pirate ship I think it was, off the coast of one of the big towns. And everyone thought I built it. So I built this liner, which needs a name. Ideas for names, please. So I built this liner to prove that I couldn't build ships. It came out too well. Done a few adjustments to it since, like the port and starboard lamps, which again need to be replaced with stained glass. I wish there were coloured redstone lamps. All the lifeboats have fallen off, which is annoying as well, when I world edited it in. But yeah, so we'll just take a quick look around the ship. There's not an awful lot to see. There's a bar, there are several sun decks. This one has sun loungers on it. There is stuff in the cabin, the bridge, sorry, like a boat. The chimneys are funnels on the ship. Are not full of mobs, which is surprising. They usually are. There's another cabin, that one's empty. We'll go downstairs. This is just a big empty space. I don't like furnishing my builds. I don't like doing interiors. I need to change those doors. There are some first class cabins back here, which used to have beds and don't anymore. Bars there so you can look out and not fall off. Quick head down here to the ballroom, which takes up a good half of the ship. And the third class cabins, which again used to have beds, now don't. They're not as big and not as well furnished as the first class cabins. Yeah, 2 floors of them. While I was building it, the ship was nominally based on the Mauritania, but I want a better name for it. There's a couple of buoys there, just off the cape as a navigational aid, and the lighthouse. The ship's actually grounded where I world edited it in, which is slightly annoying. I ought to fix, but I can't be bothered. There's a little pier for the lighthouse keeper to come visit. And lighthouse, a big cylinder of stained clay. But I'm going to cheat and not use the stairs. There's just some lamps. You can't actually get up into the lamp room, which I ought to fix, but again, don't really want to. And then we have the dive boat, which I am not at all pleased with and absolutely hate. But it serves a purpose. I'm just going to disable fly mode. Just turn off flying. You can dive down here to mine clay. Now, when I'm down here mining clay for hours on end, I end up drowning. And I don't like drowning because it means I lose all my stuff. So I built this diving bell against redstone torches because they're not as bright as proper torches. But that's just a big bubble of air so that I can come down and breathe when I'm mining clay. It's a deep-keeled boat so that when it has the diving bell over the side it doesn't roll over. There's a crane. There is a ladder so that you can get out. A cargo hold for keeping the diving bell in. There's a crane on the other side so you can lift it out. I found I fell in the hold a lot, so I had to put a ladder here. Bridge, cabin, a little boat. Pretty good visibility. There's space for 2 cabins underneath that I just haven't furnished because, well, I don't like furnishing buildings. So yeah. Just fly again. This artificial looking square used to be my quarry. Well, it still is my quarry, I just don't use it. I built a little hut. It's a very, very big hole. I just grassed over the top and built a hut so I can still get down. It's got my nether portal and about 5-7 creepers in. That's not nice, that's not going there. But yeah, I just built a little dojo type hut over the top so I can still get in. Because the nether portal is useful. What else? Is there anything else new? No, I don't think there is. I'm working on a big project away to the east, which again we'll stick a couple of videos on. I'm videoing me actually build it for once, which most of this stuff's just been tours because I've kind of already built it. So yeah, I'm videoing that, and I'll upload a bunch of videos of me building it and then a couple to look round. Stupid chunks. It's really annoying. I guess that's because I'm so far from the server, but anyway. So yeah, that's Whalville. Some of the new stuff that's happened. I will probably end up building... The market disappeared. Oh well. I'll probably end up building more and more here, and putting a couple more videos out about it. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you next time. Bye! Yeah, so actually I'm still here. I completely forgot that I said I was going to take a run back down the railway. I'm just going to do that quick for you guys. First little bridge over the road. That was kind of needed rather than that I wanted. I don't like doing the zigzags, but just there, because I kind of didn't want to move the market. This is a slightly bigger bridge, and for something so simple that took an awful long time to build. Just to get that to look right. And there's a pair of... They're nominally matched, one is 2 blocks longer than the other. It's across this island, which I had to build an embankment across. I just didn't want... I wanted this one to look artificial, the embankment, rather than try and blend it into the environment like I've done with all the others. This here was actually quite a big valley, and I've built all of this dirt up around it. I've got this nice little one. There's a natural pool and a natural ravine here. I just dug the river between them. Put a bridge over it. It looks kind of cute. I thought it needed some sort of feature there, rather than just another bridge. And then we'll drop down the hole into the main railway tunnel. I might do a video just while I run around the server, checking out all the stuff on the railways. There's an awful lot. But not yet. Most certainly not yet. Yeah, PDX track router, check it out. So, but yeah, this time I really am going. So, bye guys.